all the wrong stuff. Ridiculous, but
traffic and weather together on the 8th on All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS. KCBS News Time is 11:21.
Plays music
Did you know
random
right now anyone can do a Google search to come up with your phone number, address, and personal information. Information you may want to keep out of the hands of strangers. Now there's a way to get that information off Google's radar and have it removed from their searches. Find out how. KCBS News anchors Patty Rising and Brett Burkhart spoke with Tatum Hunter, Washington Post technology writer based in San Francisco.
What took Google so long to offer this easier option?
Well, Google is not alone in receiving pressure about making it difficult for bad actors or anyone really to dig up personal contact information like phone numbers and addresses. Social media companies are a great example of companies that both victims of stalking and harassment and everyday internet users are pushing to make the internet safer.
So what is Google doing specifically?
Google's making it easier to request the removal of your personal contact information from search results. So it's really important to note here that that's different than removing it from the internet itself. Wherever you're seeing your information pop up, it might still be there, but you can request that Google doesn't show it in those search engine results. So before you had to fill out a semi-wonky looking form, if you're using Google's Chrome browser or the Google app on your phone, you can tap on the three dots right to the right of the search result that you're concerned about. And you'll see an option called About This Result pop up. If you scroll down to the bottom, you might see a button that says Remove This Result or Remove Result. And then you in there explaining who you are and what the information is, why you'd like it gone. And Google says that will take a couple of weeks to review your request.
Talk about the dangers of having your personal information out there. I mean, I'm sure they're the obvious answers, but is there anything else we're missing?
I think that a lot of people don't understand the extent of online hacking until it happens to them. Women, people of color, and members of the LGBTQ community are really frequent victims of this, especially if there's someone in the public eye. There's more tools now to deal with stalking and harassment, such as services that submit data deletion requests on your behalf, things that maybe filter your Twitter mentions. But this is still a really widespread issue, and companies, employers have been slow to figure it out.
You mentioned that people can sign up for alerts if their personal information shows up in news searches. How does that happen?
So early next calendar year, Google says you can sign up for an alert if new personal information, personal contact info appears in search results so that you can get a jump on requesting its removal.
That's Tatum Hunter, Washington Post technology writer based in San Francisco. KCBS News Time, 11:24. An East Palo Alto man is facing hate crime charges in connection with a string of burglaries that targeted Asian women. Lathan Johnson is linked to at least 15 robberies during a 2-month spree that started in June. Officials say Johnson targeted Asian women, tearing off their necklaces and using a getaway car to speed off. They say he stole a total of $35,000 worth of jewelry. We head now to the KCBS Money Desk and Joan Doniger.
A roaring start to trading in the fourth quarter of a year that's been dismal for Wall Street, but today we saw gains of 2 1/4 to 2 2/3%. The Dow rose 765. 93. COVID has affected everything from inflation to company merger decisions, and that's what American Airlines says was behind the decision to pursue a business partnership with JetBlue that's landed it in court. American CEO told a courtroom today the airline needed the partnership to stay competitive in the very busy northeastern U.S. A different type of partnership for Peloton. It will put its connected fitness equipment in all 5,400 Hilton-branded U.S. hotels. Peloton shares rose almost 8%. And Jay-Z's venture capital firm is backing a company that promises to make your pizza in less than 5 minutes and do it more cheaply. Stellar Pizza is building pizza-making robot trucks. You order by bot does most of the work. Joe Doniger, Bloomberg Business for KCBS.
Attention! Did you or a loved one live at or near Marine Base Camp Lejeune in North Carolina between 1953 and 1987? If so, listen closely for this important legal announcement. From 1953 to 1987, Marines and their family members at Camp Lejeune with hazardous toxins. The toxins found in the water at Camp Lejeune may cause health issues, especially later in life. Types of health issues associated with water at Camp Lejeune are numerous. If you or a loved one lived near Camp Lejeune between 1953 and 1987, you may be entitled to substantial financial compensation without going to court, even if you were turned down in the past. A new law. Call the Negligence Network to find out if you're eligible for compensation. There's no fee unless we win your case. Call 1-800-600-5536. That's 1-800-600-5536. 1-800-600-5536.
Who wants to talk about low testosterone and ED? How about impotence? Of course not. But guys, it's time we had an open conversation about it. This is not just an old guy's problem, and it doesn't have to be a problem at all. I get it. It's not a fun convo, but neither is unnecessary suffering, embarrassment, or low self-esteem. These conditions are treatable. Listen to Dr. Robert Rowley from Prime Male Medical. They have helped thousands of clients in the Bay Area.
We have virtually every medication known to man to help men. We specialize in treatments and we have a 99% success rate. We offer a variety of treatments, including high-dose sublingual lozenges, ultrasound-based shockwave therapy, and injectable therapy. Most impotence problems can be treated in just one visit.
Get your first visit, PSA and testosterone test, ultrasound, and a full year of follow-up visits for just $99. Learn more at PrimeMaleMedical.com or call 415-761-4037. That's 415-761-4037. What do you have for us today, Charlotte?
Charlotte is the little sister of the Tooth Fairy. Charlotte is the Junk Fairy.
If you have stuff in your shed that you haven't used in the past,
Yes?
you're not storing stuff, you got junk.
Turn your overstuffed storage shed into a shed that you can use again.
Give yourself some space in there to maneuver.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
We make junk disappear.
All you have to do is point.
And if you have a garden gnome who is ready to retire,
We'll take that garden gnome to Garden Gnome Island.
where they can just lay around and eat snacks and tell jokes all day.
You can always count on 1-800-GOT-JUNK to go the extra mile.
And we do it with a happy smile.
See all the retired garden gnomes at GardenGnomeIsland.com.
We make junk disappear.
All you have to do is point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Carolyn Burns is back. She's got our latest look at traffic.
And we head over to northbound 880, just south of Hesperian Boulevard. This is where we have some type of a crash. One of the is stopped in the middle lane. Looks like CHP is on their way. The flashes are on this car, so keep your eyes open if you're in that vicinity. Your next traffic update is at 11:38 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
Partly to mostly cloudy overnight. We're looking at lows mid to upper 50s. Tomorrow mostly cloudy at the coast, becoming sunny along the bay and inland. Highs mid to upper 60s at the coast, 70s by the bay, low to mid 80s inland. Traffic and weather together on the 8th on All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS.
We're all on this planet together, so join Odyssey and find your one thing. After Halloween, your used jack and other gourds are great additions to any compost pile. Join Odyssey, and together, each of us doing one thing makes a greener tomorrow. What's your one thing?
From the beginning, West Credit Union was created to provide a brighter financial future for you. We work hard for our members because they're our greatest strength.
West worked for me when I needed an auto loan for my first car.
When I need to make a mobile payment, West works for me.
Put our premier savings account to work for you, now paying up to 25 times the national average. West is working for you today, tomorrow, together.
News that matters to you, around the bay, around the world, around the clock. All News 106.9
and AM 740, KCBS.
It's Monday, October 3rd, 2022. Coming up on KCBS, crews in Florida go door to door looking for